Dr. Roger Posadas, the Philippines' first relativity physicist who graduated from the University of the Philippines in 1964 in a BS physics degree and took up his relativity physics from the University of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in 1970. And he just passed away in the third week of August, and we are paying tribute to this great Filipino scientist and activist, social activist, as well as advocate for people-friendly energy for the country. And we had an earlier showing of our first interview here on Global News Network, where we discussed his advocacy for the thorium nuclear reactors, which are inherently safe, he said, which the Philippines has abundant resources of, this thorium in the black sands of Palawan, and immediately available in terms of technological know-how for Filipino scientists. And in this second part of our tribute, we move forward from our 2012 interview with him to the 2016 interview post-election and during the term of President Duterte already in in September of 2016, where the Department of Energy revived the idea of putting the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant back into operation. And at the forefront of this campaign for the revival of the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant was our very own Dr. Roger Posadas, along with other people who has mobilized his own movements, Butch Valdez, for expressing their condolences. They have been to the Posadas wake several nights. Anyway, Dr. Roger Posadas was a firm advocate of reviving the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant. There was a conference which he will explain in our interview, which we will re-show in just a while, which he attended and where he also spoke at, but not as an official lecturer, he will explain. And this was one of his most recent advocacies, this revival of the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant. Let's listen to him explain this campaign. So, Dr. Roger D. Posadas again in one of our interviews in the past, in 2016. Okay, let's roll it. Nuclear power and the questions surrounding it. And so, maraming clamor ngayon na buhayin yung Bataan Nuclear Power Plant. My question is to Dr. Posadas, handa na ba ang bayan o natatakot pa at may dahilan ba na matakot pa ang bayan sa nuclear power dahil nakikita nila yung epekto ng Fukushima reactor meltdown?
Magandang hapon sa inyo lahat. Yung Bataan Nuclear Power Plant ay pinag-aralan na ng maraming mga international organizations tulad ng KEPCO, Korean Electric Power Corporation. At ang sabi ay pwede raw nating ma-rehabilitate, maayos uli para mahanda para sa pag-recommission o pagpapaandar uli nito. Mangangailangan siguro ng mga $1 billion at matatapos ang rehabilitation sa loob ng 2 taon.
Mm-hmm. Pero yung tanong, marami pa natatakot sa nuclear power.
Yes, totoo
What
yun.
are the reassurances? Is there new technology that will be employed now?
Totoo nga na nagkaroon ng mga accidents tulad na sa Chernobyl, sa Ukraine, sa 3 Mile Island sa US. Tapos yung pinakahuli, yung sa Fukushima. Ngunit marami ng mga lessons na nakuha mula doon sa mga accidents at marami ng mga safety measures na ginawa para hindi maulit yung mga ganong accidents.
Pwede tayo mag-English dahil sa classroom ata, laging English ang gamit niyo. So you might be more comfortable with English. Well, it is very clear that many countries, even in ASEAN, are on the path towards nuclear power development. And it is also a big wonder to many people, bakit even Iran, even Iraq, na may langis, nagnanais din na magkaroon ng mga nuclear power plants. Although some allege that Iran, for example, may want it to get fissionable material for nuclear weapons and so on. But other countries like Indonesia, they have oil. Why are they pursuing a nuclear power plant program?
Kasi nga, nakikita na pag yung oil o coal ang gagamitin, malaki ang environmental impact nito. Kasi yung coal ay nagbubuga ng mga tinatawag na greenhouse gases na ito yung nag-cause ng global warming, climate change. Kaya lahat ng mga bansa ngayon ay naghahanap ng alternative energy sources, whether renewable. May problema naman sa renewable dahil intermittent yung supply ng electricity from renewable energy sources like solar power or yung wind power.
And tayo lang ang nakapag-usap tungkol sa thorium energy 4 years ago pa, which India now and China are actually building prototypes, di ba? Para matuto sila, masimulan. Number one, yung thorium. Sabi mo nga noon, kung thorium, meron pa tayong resources. Yung raw material for thorium, di ba? Sa Palawan, sabi mo. So that's one. And the other is the design ng mga reactor na mukhang tinatawag na fail-safe. Hindi na talaga magme-meltdown. Paliwanag.
Yung mga bagong uri ng mga nuclear power plants ngayon, mas advanced. Halimbawa, yung tinatawag na SMRs, Small Modular Reactors. Ito ay smaller scale than yung sa Bataan Nuclear Power Plant. Kasi yung sa Bataan Nuclear Power Plant,
how many gigawatts?
600
megawatts.
20 megawatts electric.
The two combined ba yun? Di ba? Dalawa yan?
Isa lang.
Isa lang yan. 600 megawatt.
Ngayon, yung mga small modular reactors, pwedeng from 100 to 300
megawatts.
Scalable. Kung gusto mo mas maliit, sa isang island, pwede kang magtayo ng 100 megawatts na nuclear power plant doon. At ang kagandahan nito, safer, inherently safer dahil hindi mo kailangan ng human intervention, mga passive
safety
systems. Halimbawa, kung nagkaroon ng loss of coolant, may babagsak na automatic, hindi mo kailangan ng tao na operator na
Am I correct to say that you're the only relativity physicist in the country or there are others?
Meron na bago rin.
Pero ikaw nauna? Ikaw nauna. Anong year yan? At what university?
1970 sa University of Pittsburgh.
Okay. So what are the next steps? Did you participate in the last conference? There was a conference about nuclear power with sila Butch Valdez and so on. I saw it on the internet.
Yeah, hindi ako nag-attend ako pero hindi ako nag-participate
okay.
as speaker.
How was it? What were your impressions of the discussions there?
Maganda naman. Nakasalamuha ko yung mga taga-Department of Energy. And,
So it was sponsored by the Department of Energy.
Department of Energy ang host.
Ang host.
Kasi ang International Atomic Energy Agency ang sponsor. Tapos nagpapalipat-lipat ng venue yan.
Tungkol dito sa paggamit ng Bataan Nuclear Power Plant, I would rather look at the possibility of doing the smaller units, as you said, 100 megawatt or 300 megawatt, at sa barge and so on, or other options, no? Para we have a fresh start, di ba? What do you think?
Okay naman yun, pero nandiyan na yung Bataan Nuclear Power Plant. Na nakatiwangwang lang dyan, sayang na asset yun na pwede naman natin maggamit.
Pero baka binabagay natin sa napakalaking planta, kaya yung budget malaki, samantalang baka pwede namang mas maliit din ang budget, and the public will have a chance to observe it and feel comfortable with it.
Yung sa Bataan Nuclear Power Plant, pwede rin
Mas maliit din ang ilagay dyan.
Ang policy dapat dyan, operational transparency. Na pag sa rehabilitation at saka sa recommissioning, it will be open to public scrutiny.
Dr. Roger Posadas will be with us to discuss the changes in UP he wants to see, and that is why he is a candidate for Chancellor
UP
of
President.
the UP President.
Yes.
Okay, we'll clarify the details in our next segment with Dr. Posadas. Okay, let's take this.